These fabric ornaments are a super easy project and a super great way to get rid of little fabric scraps and make them decorations for your Christmas tree. So I'm going to show you how to make these today. And there is a template on my website with 3 shapes. There's an ornament, kind of a vintage ornament shape, a star, and then a little Christmas tree. So you can print those out and then we'll collect our supplies. What we need for this project is a little piece of batting. I like this needle felted cotton batting. It's natural cotton batting. 2 pieces of fabric. You can use the same fabrics or different for the front and back. They just need to be big enough for your template. We're going to need heat and bond. This comes on a roll, and the red package is Ultra, Heat and Bond Ultra, and that's what I'm using for this. It's a sticky adhesive that kind of works like double-sided tape. And then finally we just need some ribbon for the hanging, to hang them from your tree. So we need about 12 inches of ribbon. I'm just going to cut that right now so I have it. And then if you want to add a little bow, I think the vintage ornaments look really cute with a bow sewn or glued on. So if you want to do that, you can get a different ribbon or just extra ribbon. So to get started, what we're going to do first is get the heat and bond on the back of the fabric. So I'm going to cut heat and bond just a little bit smaller than my fabric. And then use an iron to adhere this on. So I don't want it to get on my pressing mat. So I'm going to make sure that this is actually smaller than the fabric, not bigger. So if you have to trim any, go ahead and trim that. And then we'll use an iron to heat that glue and it'll melt into the fabric. And then let it cool, and I'll do the other one too. Same way. Okay, once your fabric is cooled a little bit, once that heat and bond has cooled down, we can peel off the backing. So the backing is just paper, so just peel it off and you'll see that now the fabric is shiny, and that is because it has a layer of that adhesive on it. So I'll do that for both sides. And then we're going to use that adhesive to adhere these pieces together with the batting in the middle. So what I like to do for this step is do one side. So put the back on the batting and press it down. Get that on there. And then for the next one, we want to stick this ribbon inside of it before we cut it out. So what I'm going to do is line this up on top there and press just the bottom half to stick it together. But I'm going to leave the top open because I want it to be really nice and straight. So to get that nice and straight, I'm going to just trim them off together with a rotary cutter, just so that all my layers are lined up. And then I can put the top of my ornament here, at the top here, where it's all straight. And then I'm going to peel back this top fabric layer and put my 2 little threads in before I heat that top part. And that way they'll be stuck in there before I cut it out. And then for the star and the tree, I like to put them at the top points. So you'll just do the same thing, just start cutting out the top of your template before you put this in. Then go ahead and stick it in. And then once it's in, you can pin this template to your stack of fabric. And then we'll just use sewing scissors to cut this out. And then the last step is just to top stitch your ornaments. You're going to want to top stitch around the ornament about 1/8 of an inch from the sides, and that will just give it a nice little finish and keep those layers together. And then if you want to glue or sew a bow onto the ornament ones, go ahead and do that. And once you're done, you have some new ornaments for your Christmas tree. And if you want to make this a fun project for kids, you can go ahead and assemble the ornaments and then have them use puffy paint or fabric paint to decorate them.